So here we are back with some more Generation Wrestling here. Now we only have 8 matches with about 60 grand to play with in this show. Of course though, we're not going to use as much as that, although it will be quite expensive. We have Jimmy Havoc on the show, so he's going to cost quite a bit of money. But let's go into our show history here. And in our first episode of Generation Wrestling TV, we have 65,000 people who watched that, so that's pretty damn good. I'm happy enough with that. Only 3 matches though, as I say, in the first in this TV show coming up. So it's going to be a lot of money involved in this because of Jimmy Havoc being there. But I'm happy enough with spending that money. Now I don't know how much sponsorship money we're going to get over a month with having these TV shows. I don't know if we're going to have much extra, but we have got quite a lot in ticket sales this month because we've had so many shows. Workers, 42 grand we spent on workers, so I'm hoping that next month we can maybe see about having more in sponsorship money than we do in paying our workers. Show costs 11 grand. So we have lost money in this month, but that's fine because we will make money back at some point. But yeah, so British Columbia, 401 fans are expected to come for Generation Wrestling TV today. So let's go ahead and run the show and see how we go. So we open up the show here with Jimmy Havoc and Nelson Creed. Nelson Creed comes down to the ring. He, 418 people here, by the way, to see the show. Nelson Creed comes down to the ring and he says, I issued a challenge. Hey, come here. That's just my dog starting to get a little bit excited about healing stuff outside. But Nelson Creed, he says, he made a challenge to Jimmy Havoc last week and he still hasn't held a response. But then Jimmy Havoc ends up coming out and says pretty much something along the lines of, you know what, if you want a chance to go up against me for my title, you can go up against Steve Blackwell tonight. I'll let you go up against a member of Havoc. You go up against Steve Blackwell. If you beat him, I'll tell you what, I'll humour you and I'll give you a title shot. And that's the kind of idea there. So this angle gets the show up to a strong start and gets the crowd hard, moves the Havoc storyline forward. So pretty decent there. I'm happy enough with that. 59 with the segment there to open up the show. But then we go into that match between Nelson Creed and Steve Havoc. And Steve Blackwell. And as you would have thought, most likely, in about the great heat and decent wrestling, we have Nelson Creed go over in this one against Steve Blackwell in 10 minutes 33 seconds when he makes Steve Blackwell submit in a 44-minute segment there. 46 in performance there for Nelson Creed, and Steve Blackwell gets a 46. So I wonder why that suffered then. Penalised for holding back, inconsistencies. Okay, so there was a few negative points there. Fair enough. Steve Blackwell is improving in his providing skills and his performance skills. So Nelson Creed will get his chance to go up against Jimmy Havoc for the title next week. I think we'll do that. Where is Jimmy? There he is. And Nelson Creed is there, and provided they're both there for that show, I'd imagine they would be. So we'll go ahead and save that. But yeah, so let's go into the next segment here. Well, we just see Nelson Creed celebrate. It's a big win for him. He's going to get a title shot against the main event champion. 50-minute segment there. Not bad at all, not bad. But then in a 46-minute segment here, we have Matsumoto, the #1 contender for the Women's Championship, go up against Rhea Ripley. This match for the title will not happen for probably about 2 weeks time, because I'm just trying to, one, stretch it out a little bit, and two, not use all my expensive workers all at once. So in about the head, good heat and decent wrestling, we have Matsumoto go over and via O'Reilly in 30 minutes 28 seconds by pinfall with a backdrop driver. 49mm performance out for Matsumoto and a 41 for O'Reilly. 46 for the segment overall, not bad at all. Then we go into the main event of this evening as Jimmy Havoc takes on Nelson's Creed tag team partner, the King of Yoken. In about the head, great heat and decent wrestling, we have Jimmy Havoc go over against the King of Yoken in 14 minutes 4 seconds by pinfall. 65mm performance there for Jimmy Havoc and a 24 for the King of Yoken. 52-minute segment overall there, but then we end the show with a 59-minute segment as Nelson Creed comes out, and we kind of just end the show with them squaring off against each other, but then Jimmy Havoc throws a punch against Nelson Creed and kind of asserting its dominance over him, so as we can make it more look like Jimmy Havoc might just go over in that title match kind of idea. So we'll go ahead and end that show there. 52-minute show there. That's good. That's very good. This show increases our popularity in 38 regions. I'm happy enough with that. Go ahead and continue then to our next day. And of course, like with the last show, you'll have to wait until the next video to see the rating, which that's just unfortunate, but that's just what we're gonna have to do here. So I have just got an email from one of my lecturers, so I'm gonna need to get my module guide downloaded. Could you please hurry on and load? That would be very, very appreciated indeed. So I think that was a pretty decent show there. Now, of course, this month did cost a lot of money in because of how much workers we had to employ this month, and yeah, that's just what's going to have to happen at times. It's going to cost a lot of money to do multiple shows a month, and more than 2 shows a month, it's going to be a lot of money, and we're doing 4 shows a month, but we'll try and keep the cost down as well as possible. So 49,000 left in the bank there. A lot of money on that show, but that's when you look at the 2 costs there of those 2 shows that we the first TV taping and then that there TV taping, it's not that bad, like in terms of what we spent there, because we had 59 in the bank and we just spent about 10 grand a shoot so on that show, and we had one of the most expensive workers in the company on that show. Now TNA have made a contract extension offer to Moose, which is unfortunate because we are probably not going to be able to match their offer, and it's a written offer, which is so annoying. Every time I give somebody a bit of momentum in this, they end up being dragged away from us, but that is a lot of money and I realise that, but yeah, you see, I can't match their offer. We'll just make it anyway, but we're not going to be able to match that offer, so Moose is going to leave. Someone else who I give a lot of momentum to is going to leave the company. Every time I put stock in someone, every single time I put stock in someone, they always end up leaving to a bigger company with more money, and that is unfortunately life. Fucking capitalism. Importance is 7 in Central Australia, 8 in Western Australia, 9 in Eastern Australia, and 8 in New Zealand. We're doing well in terms of importance. We are doing very well. Pop though is doing very, very well as well. We're almost 9 all over apart from in Europe, so another 1 or 2 good shows and we'll be at 10 all over apart from Europe. Of course, Europe has to go and ruin it for everyone. Thanks Europe, you fucking dicks. 21st in the world though in terms of our ranking, so let's go ahead and look at who we are above. Generation Wrestling is above NCW, NWA Smoky Mountain, MCW, Shimmer, OTT, DPW, GWI, SWG, Smash, Canada, right? Canada, CWG, Shikara, and AWGP. What is AWGP? Awesome Wrestling Grand Prix. What a name. Some of these random generated companies. What a name. So let's go ahead. Talking about the Universal Championship changing hands, let's go ahead and look at some of the champions in WWE. This can be fun. You can have a lot of fun doing this because those, just ridiculous. Okay, right, fair enough. Oh, look, one of our guys who fucking left us. Good. Oh, one of our guys who fucking left us. Okay. Movies. Okay then. Fair enough. All Golden Truths. Almost 2-year reign has come to an end against the Riot family. Dana Brooke, fair enough. I could imagine that. Buddy Murphy is the US champion. Seth Rollins won the Universal Championship from Randy Orton. And Brian Cage, one of our guys who once again fucked off, is the WWE World Heavyweight Champion. Fair enough. Who won this year's Royal Rumble is the big question though. Let's see. AJ Styles. Okay then, fair enough. Fair enough. Let's go ahead and look at some more champions. Let's go with New Japan. Just some of the champions that in this game. Some of the champions, like, you're like, what the fuck? Why are they a champion? That particular champion. Honma has won the IWGP Heavyweight Champion. Shit from Naito. L Star is the IWGP Intercontinental Champion. Junior Heavyweight Champion is Juice Robinson. Fair enough. Sonata and L Star is the Junior Heavyweight Champs. WGP. Sonata's got both championships. Sonata is the Junior Heavyweight Tag Team Champions and the Tag Team Champ. What? That's amazing. I love Sonata. That's amazing. Rocky Romero is the Never Openweight. And fair enough. Jordan Devlin, I'm not even going to try and pronounce that. Tacha Michinoku and Tommy End is the Never Openweight 6-man Tag Team Champs. Fair enough. New Japan winner was, I'm not even going to try and pronounce that name. Best of the Super Juniors is our guy Kyle O'Reilly. G1 Climax winner was Naito. Fair enough. Super J Cup is Kushida. Fair enough. Super Junior Tag Tournament was Kenny Omega and Kota Ibushi. Fair enough. And Davey Richards and Eddie Edwards won the World Tag League. I can't believe Sonata holds both the tag team titles. I love Sonata. Let's say this stables. Can I look at this stables? What is this stables? I can't look at the stables. Yeah, I can't see the stables. Let's go into teams and see if we can. Yeah, no, that didn't really help. I wanted to see. That's a shame. Yeah, I wanted to see, you know, who owns in a stable, because, you know, with Tanada being holding both the Thai titles. Oh, that's amazing. I love Sonata. Sonata's amazing. Anyway, that's going to end it there. Thank you very much for watching. Goodbye.